I thank you so much for staying with us here throughout the afternoon. Still some of you hanging on to some snow, generally light. Some of you have seen skies brighten. We're not in the clear as of yet. There's still going to be the possibility until this little max, this kind of disturbance moves completely away from the area. We have to allow, and it looks like that should clear the area by 7 to 8. So up until about 9 o'clock this evening, I want to at least allow for the opportunity for still a bit of snow. That might be a coating on up to an inch, a fresh coating in some spots, and I just want you to be aware that we may still see that. I just don't want anyone to let their guard down. Wacky things happening as far as temperatures are concerned. Got up to our daytime high, 34, 35 degrees, and we've plummeted now down about, dropped about 10 degrees down in most parts to the 20s. Mount Pocono was up to 26 degrees an hour and a half ago. You've dropped now down to 9 degrees. I mean, we're seeing some wacky things as this northwest wind is now ushering in colder air. So anything that's out there that's wet, while things may have just melted for like an hour or two, and I mean a little bit of melting, not a lot, we're seeing everything just going to freeze solid here. So things going to head downhill pretty fast. But we've seen some real weird things as far as the weather is concerned here. Of course, as you know, we had snow and 12 hours of sleet and freezing rain, back to snow, and we may not be completely done. The heaviest stuff is gone, but just a fresh coating to an inch wouldn't be out of the question in some areas. Thank you so much for all the emails. You can go to our website, WFMZ.com, click on email at Stormcenter. But man, I'm just getting tons of emails, and we're getting through them. Also, your photos. Thank you for sending your weather pictures. We're going to kind of cycle through some of them through the evening news tonight, but I appreciate all that. All these numbers that you see are really backed by hundreds and thousands of emails, depending on where you happen to be. Jim Thorpe, Height in some places picking up 10, 11, 12 inches of snow, and you can clearly see most parts of our area picking up the 4 to 8 inch range. Southern parts, Bucks, Montgomery, Chester, down into folks in Delaware. I just appreciate the emails from Delaware, folks down in Newcastle and towards Wilmington, 2 to 5 inches as well. Back into Trenton, New Jersey. Seems as though there's some wide varying amounts there in some parts of New Jersey, seeing as little as 2 all the way up to 6, 7 inches of snow. Talk about dew points, 19, temperature 24, and so, again, as we advance throughout your night tonight, temperatures are going to be dropping. The wind chills out there, brutal. Already seeing wind chills down close to 0 and even below at times. There's the satellite, that storm system now up over Long Island, the center of it, continuing to wrap up. There it is. Can you see the center of that circulation? But we still have this wraparound effect, and until that completely clears the area, still the chance for some wraparound snow. And again, steadiest and heaviest stuff is gone, but a fresh coating to an inch couldn't be ruled out. Again, we're just going to be on the fringe of that. So we got to watch this very carefully, but I don't want to let our guard down completely because I think we could still see some of that here through the evening hours up until 9 o'clock. Now, we'll get back to the extended forecast in just a bit. Before we do that, J.C. Kelleher standing by. He's been doing a great job watching our roadways. I love your arsenal of cameras there, J.C.
I'll tell you what.
Tell us what you got going on.
I love these arsenal of cameras, and they are extremely helpful. We're just getting reports of an accident on 22 eastbound approaching Route 33. Now, our arsenal of cameras is partially down right now, so the only camera shot that I have is Route 78 at the 22 merge and the 22 split here. And you can see there really isn't a lot of traffic on the roadways right here, but at Route 100, it goes to a complete stop. We've got multiple vehicles disabled, passenger vehicles, tractor trailers in both directions between Route 100 and Route 61 out there by the Hamburg region, causing people at standstills, and that's what's happening in the roadways. So if you know anybody that's traveling through that area, they're giving you a call. That's what's happening right now. We also have traffic at a standstill on the Northeast Extension, northbound, just past the Pocono interchange, causing some problems. They have no idea why it's at a standstill over in that area, and we're probably looking at the same thing with disabled vehicles, very slick conditions on the roadways. Multiple accidents being reported across the region. We have some wires down on the Mountain Road in Heidelberg Township between Bakeoven Road and Hawkview Road. Has that area closed off. Route 309 in front of the Montana West and just north of Quakertown, an accident causing some problems there. Jackknife tractor trailer, actually 2 jackknife tractor trailers on Route 33 north of the Snydersville exit. So lots of problems being reported across the region. We're getting reports now of an accident on Route 422 westbound between, and 422 is closed in both directions there, actually, between Route 176 and Route 222, that due to an accident. So lots of problems, lots of very slick roadways. Allow plenty and time of caution for your travels if you do need to make it on the roadways. We have no reported accidents right now, western New Jersey on 57, 519, and Route 31, but there are some very slick conditions and spinouts. So again, Caution, time, stay alert, make sure you buckle up and drive safely. I'm J.C. Kelleher in the 69 News Traffic Center. Take it back to Ed in 69 News Storm Center. Ed?
Thanks, J.C. Great work this afternoon. As far as another look here, zooming in here on our Doppler radar, look at the ice changing back to snow. And again, this is why we said we don't want to let our guard down. You can obviously see that we still have the opportunity for some of this wraparound effect. And so we're going to allow for a bit of snow here, at least through the afternoon into the evening hours. That could give a coating to up to an inch. And it won't be everywhere, but it's going to be in some places. So we want to allow for that as the storm wraps up. But certainly what's wrapping around that, a lot of wind. Get ready. We're talking about winds 20 to 30 miles an hour, and could see gusts up to 35 or 40 here over the next couple of days. Here's what we've got. Windy, some snow tapering off, at least the steady snow if it hasn't already for you, but then we still could have some additional snow here with the wraparound. So we're going to allow for that up until about 9 o'clock, a fresh coating to an inch possible. The daytime high, we got to it, but now we're dropping and dropping fast, already down into the 20s for most parts of our area. You guys in the Poconos in the single digits. Wind chills, really very cold, 5 to 10 above, and we've even actually dropped below zero as far as wind chills. Clearing at times. Clearing, very windy, quite cold. Could see a couple of passing flurries, but the wind, a big factor over the next couple of days, and you can see the daytime highs. You don't see anything above the freezing mark, and so looks like now that we saw that 34 to 35 degrees earlier, just for 1 hour, we're not going to be seeing that here. It looks like at least to the middle of next week and possibly longer. Everything's freezing solid out there, so when a lot of roadways continue to be snow covered, please use caution. If you can stay off the roads and let the crews do their job, cleaning things up, just a great idea to stay put if you can. We will see you again at 3:30 and again at 4:30, and then of course 69 News starts at 5 o'clock. Thanks so much for allowing us to serve you in this capacity. We are honored to be your weather authority. And again, we've been here giving you just constant updates on 69 News, of course, on the AccuWeather channel way before the storm starts. And of course, as you know, the AccuWeather channel 24/7. We're always there for you. Happy Valentine's Day. We'll see you in just a bit.